Hey, this is your girl, msyelladiva. I'm bringing you another episode of the Braxtons, Season 1, Episode 7, Lights, Camera, Action. Um, Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Hey. If you are returning, welcome. Hey. Okay. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like, share, subscribe. And hey, we'll do this, honey. Yes, Lord. Anyway, so um, let's get into this episode. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I had so many questions on this episode. Okay, so many questions, so many things that didn't seem like they seemed like they they kind of like did this for the camera and things like that. But I have a bunch of questions on this episode. Okay, so Trina, Tawanda, and Miss E getting their mani pedis, and they asking Miss E about her date. And so she said he had on head to toe purple, and I didn't realize that his watch was purple. His things were bracelets were purple, and it was like it was a whole lot of purple. He was matching head to toe, and I'm with her on that. You can't be matching that much, okay? You can't be matching that much. You could put the shirt and the shoes, but you can't be matching that much. But she said he was a nice man, but it was he wasn't for her, basically. Um, yeah. So it is what it is. So they're excited to go back to L.A. to visit Toni and watch the rehearsals. Trina was like, I'm happy that I don't have to deal with that anymore. Um, and she also wants to lose some weight. So she said Derek Blanks, who shot her party to go home. If you didn't come to party, and you better go home. I'm still jamming. I'm telling you. Okay. He did her video, and she said so he gonna have to do some magic on her. Well, you should do like everybody else in Hollywood and get the Ozempic diet, or the Ozempic diet, the Monjero diet, the Wegovy diet, the semaglutide diet. You should have been on that. You know, before you got on these episodes, you should have been on that. Okay, because I'm quite sure Tamar was on that, allegedly, and some of your other sisters, allegedly. Okay, no. So you should have been there, but it's too late now. So you just gonna have to wear some Spanx and do your thing. But she also was going through some stuff. Let me leave Trina alone, because she was also going through some things. Seeing her sister pass away in that gown and all the other stuff. So let me give you some grace, baby girl, cause I don't know if I could have did it. Okay, so let me give you some grace, baby. Anyway, so then she said she just got her hair done, and now she regretting getting her hair done, because now she got it's probably not camera ready or whatever. I don't know. And so Tawanda was like, well, come to my house, because I got a whole closet full. And so Miss E was like, yeah, because she don't need it. And then Tawanda was like, she said, yeah, I don't need it. She said, but that's for my daughter. Okay. Not not for me personally. That's for my daughter. So I said, okay. Anyway, so they get to LA. So so they rehearsing, and this is my first question. Why Toni don't have a mask on? Everybody else has a mask on. It was a few people that didn't have a mask on, but Toni got lupus. Okay, Toni got lupus. That's an autoimmune disease. You should have a mask on, baby girl, to protect yourself. Next to the fact you got a cold. You got a cold. You should have had a mask on. Cedric had a mask on. The dancers had masks on. The drummers and stuff. I guess the producer or whatever didn't have a mask on. But you should have had a mask on. Toni didn't have a mask on. I ain't understand that. I ain't understand that at all. Okay. And so she and so I didn't know that Toni's child and Cedric's child dated. Didn't know anything about that either. But they obviously they ain't dated no more. So, and then she does her corny joke. Whatever. Okay. And so they and then her family comes. They bore. They come. They do a rehearsal, and then that was it. So Tawanda, Trina, and Miss E meet up for dinner. Now, my next question is, why Tawanda show up alone, and Trina and Miss E show up together? Is Tawanda staying at a different hotel than Trina and Miss E? Or they staying at Toni's house? I was just wondering, is Tawanda staying in a different hotel because she's staying with her man? I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. But Tawanda show up first, and then Miss E and Trina show up after that. And it's a nice restaurant, and so they were like, Tawanda said that I didn't invite Toni because she probably be tired after work, after her rehearsal. And then Trina was like, I need to go to the gym, and Tawanda reminded her that she has a gym in her house. You just need to go downstairs. I'm with you, Trina. I got a gym in my house too. I need to go downstairs too. Okay. I only got like a rower and and a treadmill and stuff, but I do need to go downstairs and work out too. I feel you. I feel you on that too. So and Tawanda said it feels odd, and she felt like Tracy gonna walk in and say something stupid. And everybody started laughing and stuff like that. So they want to take some pictures. And so, and Miss E, I love you to death. Is it in your vocabulary to say, for God's sakes, for after everything? Take the picture, for God's sakes. And I've noticed that so and so, for God's sake, this is something for God's sake. I guess that's part of your vocabulary. That's all right, sweet pea. You listen. You too old to change. I ain't mad at it. So all of a sudden they see a hummingbird, and they said Tracy loved hummingbirds, and she said if you see a hummingbird, that's her. Um, that could possibly happen, and it possibly they could have released the hummingbird. I don't know for the effect of it. Hey, I'm sorry I got a little interrupted, but like I said, they could have released the hummingbird, or a hummingbird could have just appeared. We don't know. Anyway, so they're getting ready for the photo shoot, and Tamar is back in Atlanta doing her photo shoot, and Trina says that that Trina is coming out with a skincare line, and Tawanda is coming out with a scalp care line. I guess because she got alopecia. Now, I don't need scalp care. I need for scalp grow back. And so if your your treatment is to grow back my hair, then I will buy it. If it's for the skin care, whatever, nah, we all right. But I need for it to grow back. If it ain't gonna grow back, then I don't need all that. Cause you see what I got going on here. Anyway, so and so Toni said Tamar, told her that she's going to do her photo shoot in Atlanta, and and Toni, in her age and wisdom, okay, she she's seeing things from a different light. And so she said, raising a son and, doing what you need to do, you just can't be two places at once. And so, yeah. So I think, she's seeing things in a different light. So in Atlanta, Tamar is eating some lemon pepper wings. And I remember on like one of the first episodes of this show, she said she need to get out of lemon pepper island. She said because that everything is lemon pepper, lemon pepper, lemon pepper, lemon pepper. Well, you contributing to it. She said lemon pepper and hookah, but you contributing to it. You eating lemon pepper wings? I thought you ain't want lemon pepper. You eating lemon pepper wings, so you contributing to it. I feel the same way. It is lemon pepper island, but I don't care nothing about lemon pepper. Okay, give me some teriyaki or some honey barbecue. I'm good, or some sweet heat. But lemon pepper, that ain't for me either. But she was just like lemon pepper this and lemon pepper that. I was like, but you contributing to it? You eating it too? So anyway, also Tamar got a question. A question for you. For I'm asking for a friend. You said on Carlos' podcast that you played a character on Braxton Family Values, but you really wanted everybody to know the real Tamar. So what is the real Tamar if that wasn't what you had on the show. Everybody thought that, you know, that was you. You know, I mean, so nobody knows who you are. So maybe if you showed the real Tamar, um, then maybe they will gravitate to you. Just like let's say Pink. Remember Pink when she came out and she had that pink hair with that little pink pixie cut, and she was R&B. And so, there you go, looking pitiful, just because I let you go. Yeah, you know. And so then she was just like, this is not me. And once she changed into the real her, she didn't change into her, but she did the music that she wanted to do, and that she was more rock than R&B. I mean, everybody loved her. Nobody. She ain't lose no fans for being who she is. So, if you would have just like on season 2, if you would have just came being the real Tamar and not the because you was over the top on season 1. Then season 2, you was way over the top. And season 3, you was even more over the top. So if you would have just been over the top, and then you would have just smoothed it over and been a little more of yourself instead of the over the top Tamar, I think people would have gravitated towards you and not just kicked you to the curb. But nobody knows who the real Tamar is now. So I'm trying to, and I'm like, why did you feel the need to be someone else anyway? I don't know why you felt the need to be someone else anyway. But anyway, so she cutting off her waist beads, saying that she had it for 3 years, and she's shedding a lot of things and things like that, and she wants to be a different version of herself. Now this is when you married the booty sandwich man. Yeah, this is when you was married to the booty sandwich man. That's who you should have shed it. That's what you should have shed it. Instead, once he violated your trust, then you should have shed him a long time at that time. When he messed with your ops and ate the booty sandwich and all the other stuff. That's when you should have shed him. You shouldn't have shed the beads. You should have shed him. But she looked beautiful in her picture or whatever. So, back to LA. Everybody's taking their picture. Everybody looking beautiful. All of the pictures are beautiful. And then Sean shows up from the hotel with flowers to surprise Tawanda. Allegedly, he showed up from the hotel. Okay. Oh, and then they taking pictures, and they leave a spot out for Tamar because they gon' what they call it, what do they call Photoshop her in the picture. So, and Toni said maybe Tamar needs her space. I don't want to be selfish to invade her space. And like I said, Toni got some wisdom, being the oldest child. And she said, but she also said that we don't know how many moments we will have together. And, you know, but she said, the way through it is not always a straight line. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You don't know how many moments you're gonna have together. You know, so you gonna cause I don't know why. I don't know Tamar has some mental health issues, and that she needs to like keep. I don't know if she need to keep them bottled up, but she needs to keep her mental together. So apparently, being around her family affects her mental. But you only gonna get your sisters for so long, and when they're gone, they're gone. You see, like Tracy. So you don't want to be flying across the country, to be by your sister's side when she dying, or she could die and y'all ain't settled nothing. You know, so it's sad. But anyway, Toni, Trina, and Tawanda eat at Mr. Childs again. Now she done ate Mr. Childs um with her mama, with her son. Now she eating Mr. Childs with Trina and Tawanda. And they said they miss Toni, not Toni, Tamar, and they miss Tracy. And then they said, we didn't have we missed we were missing not one but two. But they didn't say Tamar's name. They just said we missing, but they said they missed Tracy. But they didn't say Tamar's name. It may have been just but I just noticed that. So Toni tried to order for the whole table again, but Tawanda and Trina was like, "No, I want this," and Tawanda was like, "Yeah, I want this," and all that. So it was like a whole lot of food that they ordered, but they didn't show the table full of food. So then then Toni was like, yeah, and she was like, and Cedric can dance. I didn't know how good of a dancer he is. And I was like, how did you not know? He always dancing. He always dancing. If it ain't the robot, the beatbox, or ballroom, all that, he always dancing. He called Cedric the Entertainer. I ain't understand that. I don't know how you not know that Cedric the Entertainer can dance. And then Tawanda was like, "What? Michael Jackson dance? Prince dance?" So anyway, we ain't even gonna go there. So Tawanda conveniently brings up the conversation to marriage. Conveniently moved to marriage. Toni said, I think I missed the marriage window. And then Toni said, and Elizabeth Taylor over here. and then and Trina was like, yes. And she said, is this your fourth marriage? And but Trina has been married 3 times. Yeah. She have been married 3 times. I don't know if this is the last time she will gonna be married, but she had been married 3 times. And Tawanda, they asked Tawanda how long they been together, and the Tawanda said 9 years. And then Toni asked, "Is he Mr. Is Sean a Mr. Big or Aiden?" And Tawanda said Aiden. And for those of you who are not Sex and the City fans, that's a flashback to them, because Carrie, um, she had a man that she chased after for pretty much all the seasons, and then she finally got him at the last season. But when she wasn't chasing after him, she met Aiden. But Aiden was, a sweet, caring guy, but he just wasn't Mr. Big. And so, he was a nice guy, and Mr. Big was the challenge. That's all it was. That's all it was. And so they said, uh, and Tawanda said, if I was engaged, I would share it with the whole world. Yeah, we know. I said that at the beginning. I said that at the beginning. He was gonna propose to her, um, during the show. I said that at the beginning. Okay. Go to one of these first few episodes. Yeah, I said that at the beginning. He was gonna propose to her. That's wonderful. So Tawana and Sean go to dinner. He asking her about her alopecia, and so she said, um, um, she had to cover it up, in season 1, where she was wearing 2 pigtails, um, during that season, and she was rocking them 2 pigtails, because apparently it covers up her bald spots or whatever. And then once she got a little check on from Braxton Family Values, she could get her hair done, and then she can wear wigs, and she can, and so that's when she had the wigs and the weaves. And then and then she shaved her hair, when Tracy, lost her hair. She shaved her hair. And she said that it's the most freeing thing she ever done. And I feel like I'm too fat to have a ball have a ball head. But I do have alopecia, so I am suffering with it as well. But I don't know about having a bald head. If I was tall and thin like Tawanda, yeah, I think I would. Just like that lady that was on Married to Medicine LA. She was tall and thin too. She had a bald head. That was married to a Portrait guy, the guy from Portrait. Here we go. Yeah, she looked nice with her bald head too, but those are the tall and thin girls. I'm the round girl. I'm the pear shaped girl. So I don't think it's gonna and it ain't gonna be pretty on me. Um. Also, speaking of hair loss or hair, um, Sean, what's this Beijing right here? What's this Beijing right here? You spray painted this beard, girl. Boy, you gonna spray painted the beard? Spray paint, spray painted the beard. That wasn't cute at all. That wasn't cute at all. So then, the end of the episode, Toni and Cedric is on Jennifer Hudson. She asked about Tracy, and then Toni got a little emotional, and she don't like to get emotional because she can't pull herself out of when the emotions come, the emotion comes, and she can't pull herself back out. Um, when it's time to get down to business. So, Toni, you need to see somebody on that because I think you need a good cry. You need a good cry, good cry, good cry, good cry. And then eventually your cries will be less and less. But you got to cry it out first. You got to cry it out first. Okay? You got to keep crying it out. You got to keep crying it out. When my big daddy passed away, boy, yep, yeah, you gotta cry it out. You gotta cry it out. You gotta cry it out until you ain't got too many tears left. Okay, but this is your girl, msyelladiva. Was that the end of the episode? That was the end of the episode. Yeah, this is your girl, msyelladiva. If you like my content, subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. And like, share, and subscribe. And this is your girl, msyelladiva. And thank you for listening. Peace.